What's up, guys?
Hello.
This is welcome to. Oh fuck! Hold on.
Speakers are on.
Okay.
Fucking shockingly good.
Shocker. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Buffalo House Podcast, episode 9. Yeah, it should be 9. Yeah.
9.
How you guys been?
Hello.
How are your
How was your
holidays? I
Thanksgiving?
think. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it
Thanksgiving
good?
just happened, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening now.
Yeah.
What happens after Thanksgiving? Do we allow people to
Chaos.
celebrate Christmas?
It's just chaos. Everyone
Black
just
Friday.
goes shopping.
Yeah.
Everyone goes shopping and
Dude, I ain't buying shit.
no. I mean, I might try and get some
like,
stuff from some other place.
Some more hard drives. But that's about
Yeah.
it. We still haven't went and got Yingling. That's what I might go get. Are we gonna try to sync it?
Yep. Close enough. Cheers. More shock top.
That's what we got. More shock top. There's 3 extra beers in there.
Yep. Good.
Very.
Needed. Long week.
Oh, dude, you're fucking telling me. I have not stopped working since before the last podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am beat. You can probably see on my pants. These are what I was wearing at work. I tried to clean them. It's a mess. And I took it easy today, too, if you can believe that.
Yeah. No, I can get it. It's a long week.
I took 3 hours to ban 3 pallets. And yesterday I did like 3 in 15, 30 minutes. So,
Jeez.
oops.
It's work. I mean, it's almost. You're probably almost done, right? I'm kidding.
No. I'm going to be
No, you're
working
not. Forever.
50-hour minimum weeks until Christmas. So, am I not close enough?
Probably not.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, there you go.
Did I break her?
No, I think you're okay.
No.
No.
No. Now I'm too close. But yeah, I'm going to be working a lot of hours. So if I look really tired or beat in these episodes, it's because I am. And I will be.
Yeah.
But we're still going to record. We're still going to do everything. We're going to try to entertain. And
Have fun.
I'm going to buy some new boots.
There you go. Get some Red Wings.
No, I heard they suck.
I like mine.
I don't know. I like the ones that go up past the ankles, you know. And Red Wings doesn't have a whole lot of those.
That's fair.
The ones they do have look like cowboy boots, and I don't like cowboy boots.
No. Me either.
I can't go full country.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I don't. To be honest, I don't think I would ever wear cowboy boots unless I was in the state of Texas. That's the only time
I did
ever.
wear them in Texas. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Or
lie.
if I'm new boot goofing.
Yeah. I spent... This is probably why my first girlfriend broke up with me. When I was in Texas, I spent like $150 on a pair of cowboy boots that I wore once.
I mean...
And I didn't sell them or return them. I lost them.
Oh.
Yeah. I was horrible
R.I.P.
with my
cowboy
money.
boots.
They were not comfy. But you got to break them in. So
Yeah.
I guess
I mean, I gotta imagine you gotta wear them a lot. And I mean, I just don't think anyone should be wearing them unless they actually, like, work on a farm.
Sometimes they're comfy. And like, I could see like a good pair in a factory setting. Like, I could see that being good. Like, because they are durable.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I guess not on a farm, but like, you should be from Texas if you're gonna wear them.
You should be country enough. You should. There should be a rule that in order to wear a cowboy hat or cowboy boots, you should have worked on a farm for at least 6 months total. Only because I have worked on a farm for at least 6 months total, and I want to give myself the right.
See, I have not.
Oh,
But I feel like
I want a farm. I want to buy it.
that'd be fun. But I think no, I mean, because like I think I know people from Texas that I don't know if I'm sure they've done some heavy duty ass motherfucking work, but they work in Texas, so
dude,
they get some cowboy boots.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like I feel like it's a Texas. I mean, I guess it's a southern thing.
It's
southern.
Thing.
It's country.
Yeah.
I just kind of like Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
I have family there. That's why.
Yeah, Texas is when people think country, they think Texas, which isn't
or like
Georgia. Wrong. Georgia, yeah.
Alabama.
Which actually, Texas and Georgia is where I did some of my farm work.
There you go.
My cumulative 6 months. I can't say that word. Cumulative.
Yeah.
Total time.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to try and say it, but now I'm like scared to say it and fuck it up.
Say it wrong. Cumulative.
Cumulative. Yes. We're nailing this, guys. We went English.
And Kansas and Oklahoma is where I did some of my other farm work. I got to pet cows.
I love cows.
It was nice. I was in the back of a pickup, and it was just full of like, I think hay or barley or oats or something.
Yeah,
and we were just shoveling it out with a pitchfork, and these cows were like, like coming at us. It was fun.
Don't fuck with my
That was one of my favorite
food.
ones. Other times I just shoveled shit.
That sounds like farm work. Yeah.
Built a barn.
My stepdad did his whole childhood.
I can believe it. Yeah. My childhood, I didn't do farm work, but I did a lot of like landscaping and like
we had a summer.
Like the stepson of farm work.
We had a summer when we first moved here to the backyard. I mean, you've seen my parents' backyard and the wood pile.
A little bit, yeah.
The house they bought had pretty much an entire backyard full of trees. And so we spent the entire first summer there cutting trees down.
I've done that.
And the thing was a lot of them were dead.
Yeah.
So we cut a bunch of the trees down, left as many of the good ones as we could. And then, so we just had like an entire summer of just every weekend, almost every day was like cutting because it was summer. So he ended up.
Did I do that with you?
No.
I did that with somebody. We went to some church.
Oh, I was
and
not
like
me.
We didn't cut the trees down, but we like cut the branches to where like there was a little less tree canopy.
Okay.
I thought it was you. I don't know.
No, because that was when I was. I mean, seventh grade.
I feel like it was up here. I don't know.
No,
it was just some random church. Might have been Oklahoma.
That's probably Oklahoma.
I don't know.
If it was a church thing, I imagine it was probably there.
I know I was an adult because I was drinking beers.
Oh, huh?
And getting queers.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
No.
Drinking beers and getting queers. It sounds like I'm like getting queers. No, I was drinking a beer and getting queer with the homies. I actually don't know who it was with. But speaking of cutting down trees and them being sick, and the homies, when we were kids in Fort Sill, I guess this was very illegal because it's government property. But we built like this dope tree house. And like we actually dug into the ground, and the trees came, like they were like pine trees, and they came down, but underneath the branches kind of like curved in. So there was like maybe this much room, but the trees came down and built like a natural tent. So what we did was we found like this opening, went in, and we cut out the trees inside to where everything like connected this long tunnel.
Yeah.
We dug a hole, popped a ladder in, so we had like standing space under the trees, and then you could climb up the ladder and go into the treehouse area, and it was really cool.
That's fun.
And then one day, like after school, we're riding the bus home, and we look over and all the trees are cut to like here.
Yeah.
So like everybody could see our ladder, and we're like, uh-oh. But literally they cut all the trees to where like the natural tent was gone, and like they were just cut level with each other, and it looked so weird because it was like 4.5 feet of like nothing, and then like full trees, and it was like,
why
they looked really cool, and they were like
all the way down.
All the way down.
Oh.
But apparently they did that because the trees were like getting sick, and then they just started cutting trees down everywhere, like
Ooh.
and putting these really creepy white X's on all the trees to be like, cut that one down. But we never saw anybody put the white X on it.
Yeah.
Like we would just wake up and there was another tree
Oh,
with a white X.
that sucks.
Yeah, it was creepy. And they said the trees could get us sick.
I mean, it could have
They
been
didn't do
like
anything.
ash borer or something like
I
that.
don't
Because I know, like, not ash borer.
I don't know.
I know,
trees,
like,
man.
at least up here,
What
yeah.
do you think I
there's a
am?
lot
An
of
arborist?
Yes.
I was gonna say
You are.
abolitionist.
Abolitionist. You're an
Abolitionist.
abolitionist. Surprise, motherfucker. Abolitionist. No. I mean, there was a time where a shitload of the trees over here got sick, too.
Kyle here with food?
No,
Is
he's
Kyle
leaving.
here with food? Damn it.
He should be leaving.
I heard him on the stairs. Fuck. There he is. Hi, Kyle.
What's up, dude?
Dropped $20 in my room.
Yeah, that's for food.
That was for his food for me.
Could have handed it to me rather than put it near my slipper.
Well, we were, you know.
Oh,
looking
no,
for a
no,
dance.
it's paid for.
Oh, well then.
That just leave
That
it.
should be
leave
for
it on
you,
the
then.
counter. Okay, how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
it accidentally fell out of my pocket.
I was like, why is there $20 in my slipper?
Should be
Alright.
under my name.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks.
Thanks, buddy. That was Kyle.
That's Kyle. He's getting the bellas for us.
He's getting us food because we're hungry boys.
Subs.
I'm very excited
But-
for that
Yeah.
because that's lunch for tomorrow, too.
Oh yeah. But back to wood.
Yeah, back to wood. That's been my whole fucking week is just chopping shit.
Just chopping at wood.
Yeah, which has been fun
Yeah.
because everyone's like, how do you know how to do this? And I'm like, I've been renovating houses and I've built barns and like, it's wood. This is kind of my hobby, and it will be my hobby when I have a house.
Yeah.
But they're like, how are you getting angle cuts when you can't change the angle on the miter saw? And I'm like, I'm changing the wood.
Duh.
I'm angling the wood itself. And they're like, oh, fuck. And I was like, yeah, how did you not think to do
It's
that?
easy.
But there's just one other old guy who's doing the same thing.
And he's just like, look at you, son.
Yeah.
You got it.
He's like, what's up, Junior? I've been working since 1992. And I'm like, I've been alive since 1992.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the crazy things. Some of the people I work with are like,
He doesn't look like it though, man. Like
Well,
he
that's
looks
good.
like he's maybe 10 years older than me.
well, that's good.
Good for him, bad for me.
Yeah. No. But
Everyone I
think,
work with thinks I'm 35, dude.
eh,
I told them my age, and they're like, "You're not even 30 yet." And I'm like, "Yep." And they're like, "Dude, we've heard you grunt getting up. What's wrong?" And I was like, "I'm dying."
you've done a lot of shit. No, but
Dude, I know we're not supposed to talk about work, but I'm sorry.
it's all right.
I have to bitch about my fucking body being destroyed and the amount of money I hope to make this year to hopefully get us better stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
investing in ourselves.
More stuff. It's going to be the only time I mention this.
Yeah, no, that was a very drunken buy. So
Yeah,
the story,
I'm going to
there's-
buy another one.
So there was another one of those. There's two of those.
Yeah.
I got them at the Renaissance Fair, and it's all Laura's fault.
Laura. I don't even know who Laura
So,
is. Do I know Laura?
here's what happened.
I don't want to say I don't know Laura.
Oh,
if
you
I
know
do
Laura.
Okay. What the fuck, Laura?
Yeah. No. So here's what happened. She
Oh, I do know Laura.
was my designated driver to Renaissance Fair. I got shit-faced.
As you do.
And so we're walking around, hanging out, having a good time. Well, this is at the time when the pirate ship at the Renaissance Fair, this is probably about 4 or 5 years ago. The pirate ship was a raffle. They have a raffle, and it was full of like all these swords, like from movies, and they had an actual keyblade that was made of metal.
Dude, I've seen him.
Yeah.
I want Kratos' the
Yep,
fucking
they had
swords.
those. They had those.
My
They
dad's
had
gonna
all
buy
the
them for
kind
me,
of
I know
cool,
it.
all the video game, movie, memorabilia type stuff. So, every year they would do this raffle. You get some tickets or you show up. So we go to this raffle just to kind of see what's there. And as the raffle's going on, I was standing there next to Laura and some of the shit looked really cool and I'm thinking about it, And then fucking the guy who's running it, he's essentially he's got to be about 10 feet above me. 10, 15 feet above me on this, at the top of the ship of it. And is looking down and notices I'm eyeing some shit.
You're gonna buy some
and he
shit.
can tell I'm drunk.
Yep.
So all of a
he's pulling to me.
This is the first thing. Those are there was Conan swords.
Oh.
Right? That's what those are. They're Conan the Barbarian swords. So no, sorry, I'm wrong. The first thing I bought was this quick it was a $15 mystery box. It was just a box, and inside of it,
you got loot boxed in real life.
Yeah. So it was just
Jesus, now I understand why you bought these.
That wasn't those.
I know it wasn't, but you were drunk enough to get a loot box.
Well, it was only $15.
Still.
So I was like, fuck it. I was just thinking I'll just get the one thing, whatever, dumb, whatever, see what happens, and then if it's shit, throw it out, whatever. They ended up just being a bunch of little fake samurai swords. I still have them.
Was it the ones that
yes,
I like?
The ones
I
in
love
there.
those. I'm so glad you got those.
That was $15. So I get those, and he notices, so I'm like, all right, and I'm still standing under
That's
him.
Not bad
and
for
then
$15 too.
Then he throws up those. And he's like, it's an auction or whatever. And he ends up being he gets up to 150, and then he just stops it there and gives it to me and the other guy that were bidding. So we each got 2 of those because he only had 2.
That's not bad, dude.
Yeah. It wasn't, it's not the worst, but he got me. But the problem was, and here's how it's Laura's fault, is because as he's sitting there, he keeps he's holding the swords up in the air, and then he just keeps leaning the sword down, looking at me for a second, and then back up, and then leaning it down, and then looking down at me and back up.
That's a simple tactic.
I'm like,
dude.
You motherfucker.
That's what I did with your merch.
I know.
I threw the women's one on so it was a little tighter when I was in shape, and literally I would point at guys and be like, this would look really great on you, and then I'd flex and they'd be like, that looks really good on him, and it'd probably look good on me. And then if it was a girl, I'd be like, this is a women's shirt, and they're like, ha 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 ha, and then they buy one.
Yeah.
But it was constant. You point it at them and you get real close, and then you go away and you go and you come, and that's a good purchase.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that.
Sold
guy.
that to me.
I'm proud of him.
But the problem was, as Laura was sitting next to me, and she was like, do it. And I was like, Gah! And my hand went up, and I was like, God damn it. And
she would have done the same to me, though, too.
It was so bad. And then that happened. And then I ended up buying a Thor helmet and hammer that was a piece of shit, and they both broke really quickly. But I ended up spending about $300 at this raffle that I did not plan on spending it at. Dude, so I made her help me carry it out. But it was a good time. But now I have these swords that I haven't. I lost one of the holders. I found one of them earlier.
I didn't mean to even bring this on. I was I hit record on the camera and I had it in my hand and was just walking with it, and I got to right there at the carpet and was like, it's coming. I'm bringing it with.
Yeah, for those listening, obviously, we're talking about, he brought one of my Conan swords out. I had it out, but he brought it over.
We should get the Jarls from Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
We should get those chairs made.
Yeah.
And just randomly one episode replace our chairs with those, dress up like a Jarl, and just be the whole episode just don't move, just for the people that watch. The audio listeners will never suspect anything.
Yes. Which episode will be, you'll never know. We'll never address it. You'll have to see.
Never address it. I didn't plan to address that until I was I'm gonna work forever so I can buy us things and get us things that we need and want for this, and a house. I want a house.
You'll get one.
I need a yard for my boy.
Yeah.
And then I need to get another boy
Yes.
so he can have a brother and they can hang out and they can play and it's going to not be a Shih Tzu. I'm sorry, Destiny.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a Shih Tzu too.
Why?
She wants a Shih Tzu. She likes him. She grooms one all the time. He's cute. He's
They're not
fun.
bad.
I don't mind him, but I like having a big dog
Yeah.
because then I can wrestle and play a little rough. If it's
Yeah,
a
but
little
then
dog,
two big dogs.
Well, Enzo's like a medium dog, man.
That's true.
He's not that big.
What do you want? What kind of dog do you want?
I want a chow. But
Okay.
Nobody likes chows, and I also don't want a chow because that was my dog growing up.
I've heard they're
So I
a
don't
little
wanna-
aggressive too. I don't know though.
It's a lot of dogs, man. Like that's one thing that ticks me off because a lot of these like groomers and vet techs, they'll be like, chows are aggressive, and I'm like, pit bulls. We all fight to say that pit bulls aren't aggressive and that it's the owner that made them aggressive. Same with chows.
Yeah. That's true.
Dalmatians, on the other hand, though, fuck them. They're all racist. I'm not even going to elaborate.
All right.
Cheers to racist Dalmatians.
Yeah.
101 bigots.
I don't know what happened right now.
No,
No.
I'll elaborate. Dalmatians are fucking mean, dude. Like, regardless of the owner, like, Dalmatians are.
I've never honestly really met one, so I can't actually personally
I've
say
met
I can't.
several.
Yeah.
And like across the nation, I've met several, and every single one, the owner was like, "I don't know what it is. Don't go near them." Like, and then sometimes I could go near them, but my family couldn't. And by
awesome.
my family
and stuff.
I mean the not white ones.
Ah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And these were also ex-firefighter dogs.
Interesting.
There's a conspiracy there, which leads me into the perfect segue. We're going to talk about random questions all the time, right? I've got a good one.
Yeah.
What's a conspiracy theory that you absolutely want to be true or kind of believe despite the evidence saying that it's false? Like, I'm talking moon landing, reptile world leaders, hollow earth shit.
I'm going to go with Loch Ness Monster.
Is that one you want to be true or kind of believe to be true? Or both?
Want to be, I think. Because I think that would be really fucking cool to all of a sudden find out it is true.
Do you have any theories about it being true?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's not something I've really looked into. I don't know. I guess like that probably isn't the best theory.
No, I think it's a dinosaur. And there's a series of caves under Loch Ness, which is Lake Ness, that it like swims in and hides, and it's like it'll see us coming by to like find it, and it'll be like, hee, it's just in the caves, you know?
Yeah, but with technology that we have now
We'd
at
be
this
able to
point,
find it,
we
yeah.
would have found it
Yeah.
at this point. That's the
But
thing.
if it were true, I would want it to be a dinosaur that was just like stuck in a fucking lake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, all of a sudden he's just like, what the fuck? But like, I don't know. I guess like, I don't know what else would be a cooler theory. What about you?
I kind of like that hollow earth theory about how like the earth is hollow inside and there's like a second atmosphere and like livable area inside the earth. So not really hollow, but it's like there's an outer ball, which is
Yeah.
what we live on.
Yep.
And then there's the crust, the magma, another crust, and then
Hollow
inside
space.
it's a hollow-ish space with a very condensed ball that you can also live on, and another like atmosphere with like livable air and everything. Some people say there's like a sun in the middle of the earth, which would be cool, but it seems kind of far-fetched to me. But that would be dope.
Yeah.
Does it make scientific sense?
No. Maybe that's Middle Earth.
No. Maybe.
That's Middle Earth. J.R.
Oh
Tolkien
shit.
ended up going down there somehow on a like acid trip that he didn't know he took, and he went there and he was like, "Yo, hobbits," and then he was like, "I'm gonna write this book."
He wrote Journey to the Center of the Earth too.
Yeah, yeah,
That and it's not really a conspiracy theory, but something I've been kind of conspiracy theorizing.
yeah.
Theorizing.
Theorizing. Yeah.
We're following the Fallout timeline. Like, I know there was that divergence in like the 60s where like their timeline split off and different shit happened and it's fictional, but like we're catching up to their timeline at a weirdly rapid pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not played it, so
Dude,
unfortunately,
Destiny's been playing through Fallout 4, and I took like a huge like lore dive
yeah,
for the past like month and a half,
yeah,
and shit's matching up like
yeah.
to a T, and I'm like, uh-oh.
So who sends the nuke?
They don't know.
Okay.
It's either China, America, aliens, Vault Tech, or an H.P. Lovecraft Cthulhu type monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that option.
I like the last option too.
Actually, no. You know what theory I would love to be real? The Norse or the Greek gods.
That would be cool.
Because that's definitely not real, but that would be sick if it was.
I actually I vibed really hard
'Cause
with
Mount Olympus.
with Percy Jackson.
Dude.
Did you ever read that book?
Yeah, I read all of them.
Dude, that's why
They're
I
good
got
books.
this. Like,
Yeah.
everyone thinks I got it because of the combat medic stuff, but that's the Staff of Ecliptes and like not really a Caduceus. And I got that because of Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
It's a good series for it's a
so
children's type book, but
It's a young adult book?
Yeah, it's a young adult book
And
about
we are
kids.
still young.
This kid that finds out his dad is Poseidon, that his mom hooked up with the dude at some point in a bar, and he didn't pull out, and he was like, "Yo, I love you."
He
Here's
came
my
from the
seed.
sea, like as a god.
Yeah, and he was, "Take my seed," and he gave her it.
And I vibed with that hard.
And then like Perseus Jackson was born, and then he went to a camp and
A
met.
summer camp.
He went to a summer camp for demigods, and fought a bunch of kids.
Dude, I
whose
gotta
dads
buy those.
and gods hooked up with a bunch of people on the earth, and they're like, "Yo, our dads are gods," because they get around.
And I want that to be true as well too. Because when I first read that book, I think I was still in high school.
Yeah, I was.
And I was reading it, and like my mom was like, "Hey, what's this book about?" And I was like, "Hey, who's my dad?" She's like, "What?" And I was like, "This book is about a dude who doesn't know his dad, and then it turns out his dad is a Greek god. Did you fuck Zeus?" And she's like,
That's the most likely of them.
"What did you say?" And I was like, "I need to know
Was it Zeus?
if I'm a god."
Can I do lightning stuff?
Like,
Are you telling me I can stick a fork
Dude.
in a lightning socket and I'll be fine?
hey, some
not
of,
a lightning
some of the
socket.
stuff, lightning socket. There is one of those Tesla coils.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
But I literally, like, back then stuff was making sense because I never scarred. Like, if I got a cut or something, it was healed the next day.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. And I was like, yo, am I a demigod?
Or do I just heal?
Or do I just heal? Am I
Like a normal
Wolverine?
person? I'm
And then,
Wolverine.
like, I got older and I'm like, oh, fuck. No, I was just young.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, no.
Uh,
That was such a good series. The movie was
Movie
okay.
sucked. They're remaking it from like as a TV series, which will be better hopefully.
Yeah, you get more detail. That was a good series. He did another series after that, I think, but I never obviously
I think it was Norse mythology.
Egyptian.
Egyptian, yeah.
That'd be. I honestly would kind of read it, but at this point, I don't know if it'd really keep my interest anymore.
Maybe. That did I ever tell you about that D&D book series I was reading? I'll have to charge my Kindle that I haven't
I
used.
need to start listening to books at work instead of just podcasts.
Audiobooks would be good.
Yeah.
If I charge my Kindle,
I need to
I'll
listen
send
to
you
the
the
Dark
books.
Tower series. I'm gonna do that
Risto was
because
saying that was good.
yes,
Yeah.
he was telling me today that I tried actually bought it or read it or bought it or rented it somewhere and started reading it, but it's rough. And he said that one is a very rough story to get through, but the rest of the series is phenomenal. So get through it. So I should do that. I should download it and buy it on Audible.
Let's start a challenge, man. Let's read.
I did just buy another book. So I bought this book about the guy was on Rogan, and he found it's this book about this. It's called Agnathai, something like that. I butchered the fuck out of that name, whatever it was. But
Agnathai?
No.
That's from Avatar.
I know. It's like this 1.1 to 1.4 million year old skeleton they found. In Ethiopia, but it's like it's one of the oldest, more complete skeletons.
Yeah. Isn't it something like 68% complete?
More, something like
Shit.
that. But it's like, because he's like they said they found like skulls that were like 6 million years old.
Yeah.
But like this is the most complete body, and it's a female, and it's this whole book about how they found it and the details about it and what. How they were able to figure out how old it is and all kinds of stuff. So I was like, you know what? That sounds really cool. I'm going to get that. So I bought that. So once that gets here, that'll be sick.
Yeah.
But
I need to read more, man. And honestly, like the young adult novels, I love those series, man. I don't care. They're always good. Yeah, they're simple.
Aragon, still.
Dude, Aragon was dope.
I still, I did a read through and got to the last book or third book and never ended up finishing getting through it again.
I moved.
Yeah.
And like, I lost all my books. So
I have them all in my room or in there.
Yeah.
But I have like, I read all of them except for, I read all of them. I just haven't. And I got another one actually. He released one that's supposed to be a small, it's a small, after the whole story, continuation.
That dude was like, if you want to talk like a kind of self-made success story, like everyone brings up Jeff Bezos and his parents gave him $250,000. He's not a self-made success story. But Aragon, like, yeah, he had help from his family, but it was literally like, if you were my dad and I was like, hey, I wrote this book, and you'd be like, I'm going to throw like $50-$60. Yeah. Like I'm going to throw $50-$60 every paycheck to help you self-publish this. It wasn't like, here's $250,000, and then he like got everything going, got sales and publishing and like built the interest himself.
I was going to say I thought he went through Random House.
He did go through somebody, but literally like he spent like, I think a good year, like raising money for it himself, like hyping it up. And like, it was a good book. So
yeah. I ended up seeing the movie first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The movie could have been amazing, though.
It could have been bad. It could have been good, but it is horror. Now that I've read the books, the movie was shit. But the books are amazing. Honestly. And I wish they had stuck to the story, because even the story in the book is better. Mm-hmm. Do a TV series. At this point, I'm almost totally fine with, like, if no one wants to do movies anymore.
Yeah, fuck movies.
Because you, like...
Yeah, give me TV. Give me a series,
or
dude.
Just a series.
Especially if it's based on a book.
If you're doing it on a book. Movies, obviously, you can do them if it's like you are writing it for a movie. But if you're doing a book, do a series. Because
give me a series.
Honestly, all of your fans, all of the book fans are going to be a lot happier with that result. Because you get so much more detail.
Yeah, and you can add dumb detail in the background too.
Like, that's why everyone's so happy with the last two Harry Potter movies, because they split it up instead of trying to break it up.
I wasn't.
What didn't you like
I'm
about
glad they split it up, but I didn't like why they split it up, because they didn't split it up for us. They split it up for my money.
They did, but it's also the fact that it was the largest book, and there was so much to get through.
The largest book.
That's true. I think 4 was, right?
4, I believe, was the largest.
But still, it had the most important details, and they knew. Yeah.
But it was also the same as like the Lord of the Rings, where it was like the first movie was just walking around.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the thing is with that, it's like I think the problem is one, it was a, for them it was also a happy coincidence. They could
Yeah.
make more money because they could split it up into two movies, but they also knew that if they didn't do it, they would have to cut too much detail that fans would be pissed about,
Yeah.
and it would harm the legacy of the movie and sales and
If you
everything
have
after.
like read the books, the movies themselves cut and change so much detail
Yeah.
to where like the movies are like, in my opinion, an alternate like reality compared to the books. And that's not just because they had to cut details. It's because some of the details they didn't cut, they just gave to a different character. Like all
Yeah.
of Ron's good moments, they gave to Hermione, which no fault on her. Yeah. That's why Ron was a little bitch in the movies. Like in the books, Ron is dope. And like that whole
Not
like
always.
Ron, oh yeah, like he's actually got character.
I've read the books like
Dude, I've read him several
4
times.
times, yeah.
But he's actually got character. Like that whole him getting
I
angry
know,
at the
like-
end. Like people were like, "Why is Ron like angry?" The
No,
books
they
show him doing all this. Like the pendant is like fucking altering his mind. And
Oh yeah,
everybody
no,
knows
that's
it,
the
but they didn't
problem.
know
No, for
shit in the
sure.
books or in the
They
movies.
definitely like
And then him getting jealous.
no.
Jealous,
that is the problem. Is that in a way there isn't a lot of
Yeah,
ways
and they
to
made
describe.
Ron. They made Ron an idiot in the movies. Like in the books, like Ron has some good ideas. I can't think of one for example, but in the movies, whatever good idea Ron had in the books, Hermione will pipe up and go, "We should do this," and then Ron will go, "Whoa!"
yeah.
Like
I mean that is kind of true. I don't
it's
know.
Very true.
Yeah, I will say like it kind of sucks
I
again
still
now
love
because
him, and again,
Yeah.
it does suck, especially with J.K. Rowling and her stuff.
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, man. I'll have to see what happens.
Yeah. It's also like that the guy who does the cute alien comics.
Yeah. Well, those died after that
apparently
happened.
He's
yeah.
like a really bad person. Or
Yeah, he's
something.
super anti-gay.
Yeah.
So yeah, his comics pretty
Jeez.
much stopped showing up.
They still show up for me. And
Oh, I haven't seen 'em in
Destiny
years.
Destiny got one for Christmas like before this stuff happened or
Oh.
before we knew it happened.
Yeah.
And it's just sitting on my bookshelf and I'm like, fuck. And it's right next to like all our other nerdy stuff and I think we have the Harry Potter books there and I'm like,
Damn. It sucks.
it's also next to my copy of Cavern of Socrates, which I got to get to you to read because you would enjoy the hell out of that.
Okay. I'm down.
That's my favorite book. It's,
I want to read that, and I want to read. There's once I can actually get myself to a habit of reading. There's a book about, essentially this guy really looked super hard into, religion and the theory that it was created by mushrooms.
Yeah. I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, the idea is that like essentially these people ended up accidentally
They got high and thought they
eating
spoke
mushrooms
God.
to eat,
Yeah.
and they tripped on extreme high potent amounts of DMT and whatever chemicals, or more potent than DMT or something, and just like essentially saw God.
Yeah.
And that was what ended up them trying to create this thing. Was they're experiencing these multiple times over, and
That's
that it was rewritten in a way to be, the way it is now, something like that. I
where
don't
you
know.
can comprehend
But there's
it, and then
this-
other people took advantage of it.
Yeah.
and
But this dude wrote a book about that and researched super deep into like actual evidence of that, and finding like they found these like clay pots in these old religious sites that were like Christian sites, but like they had residue of in the ashes, like the black marks on it. It was residue of like marijuana, and like that was what they would use as like sage and the things for the walking through the aisles
People
instead
doing
of.
drugs like crazy.
Well, it was just like it helped you feel closer.
It got you closer
I
to
guess.
God.
Yeah.
like it does.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, oh, so that sounds like it's interesting to read into.
I had an Eastern religions class in college. It was like an elective. You had to take something in this category, and that one fell in it. And I was like, It'd be cool. I've already studied a lot of religions, and then I get in there, and it's like this guy who's like he's what is it, second generation? His parents moved here, and he was born here.
Okay, yeah, second generation.
So
No,
full American,
yeah.
no accent, nothing. And he was, I believe, Hindu. But he was similar to me, how I'm like a Christian, only because that's what my parents were, and like he was like teaching the class and stuff, and then some days we'd stay over, and he'd be like, he was following that theory, and he's like, yeah, all religion came from drugs, and he's like, there's actual evidence, and people did mushrooms and thought they saw God, and I was like, yeah, my uncle would love you.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is one of those things where, like, when you see a lot of...
That's a conspiracy I would want
I
to be
mean,
true.
I've never done mushrooms yet. I probably will.
I have
eventually.
never officially done mushrooms, but I will say if I had, I found Waldo 37 times.
That's
and
fun.
God once.
Well.
So Waldo is more prevalent than God. But yeah, I would recommend it. Like,
yeah.
But
essentially, from what I understand, a lot of people, you meet your ego or your self-conscious, or like sometimes if you trip hard enough, you meet what you would call a God conscious and stuff. And so that's not, that I've always thought like, oh, that kind of makes sense. And to me personally, I almost think like it's, God is your ego. It's your inner ego in your brain. When you talk to yourself, you're talking to yourself conscious, to the person that you wish you were be in your head. That's what you're.
Yeah.
So when you pray to God, you're praying.
Like,
you're looking for that. Your id.
I combine that a lot with the law of positivity.
Yeah.
To where when you're praying, like you're wishing for that positivity, but you're also like putting that out there. And like you're subconsciously gonna strive for it and build for it, and you're gonna attract that positivity. So it's not necessarily a God or the universe; it's you.
Yeah.
But that leads me into a quick backtrack to the conspiracies that we want to be true, but not really a conspiracy. Did you ever read that long ass post called "The Egg"?
The what? No.
The Egg. It's like it's a story about a guy who dies and he meets God. And it turns out that God is like his brother or sister or something. Like they have no gender. And like he's like a baby God, the guy who died. And he has to live through every single human's life in order to become God. And like past, present, future, and like all
how long
sorts
it's gonna
of crazy
take
stuff. And like he's like, yeah, you don't remember any of it until you die. And like then the dude starts remembering it, and he's like, oh my god, and, oh my god, haha. But it's like a crazy theory to where like we are all the same God living different experiences and meeting each other with different experiences, so that when we die, we are like fully trained to be a God in another actual universe, which was really dope to read.
That would be fun.
Yeah. I think it's called The Egg. It's old. Like I think I read it in middle school. So it's like maybe 15 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like early internet, which, oh my God, early internet. That wasn't that long ago.
Right.
But really weird. Good, like not super religious, it doesn't hit on Christianity or Hinduism or any of that. It kind of goes like, yeah, they're all kind of, they got things right, but things wrong. And also it's you writing it. So you got things right and you got things wrong,
Yeah. But
really cool though. Really, really interesting read.
Yeah. No, the guy the guy who wrote that book about the mushroom stuff was like, he was a Greek major, and he ends up looking deep into like the actual literature of it, and looking into how like the words could be mistranslated to like certain whatevers. And he does this whole long podcast with Rogan on it.
I think I've seen it. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's interesting. And but now for another weird question. Less
that
serious.
Was a good tangent. I like that. Yeah,
a little more fun. If you could change the color of one object,
Orange.
what would you change it to?
Not orange.
Yeah?
And I would keep the name. I'd change it to purple.
Okay.
I'd be like, hey, go get that orange. And people would be like, why do we call it an orange? And I'd be like, I don't know.
Well, that's fair. Okay. Because, see, I'm like...
Sorry, I cut your question way off, but that's exactly what
it
I would
was. I almost want to say, like... Well, I think it was more not changing a color. Yeah, so I don't know what object. I almost want to say I'd want to change the color of wood.
Oh, I don't know. Oh.
Do you know how much life would change if it was fucking like...
Ooh. I'm picturing pink.
Yeah.
Oh. Or like blood red. Oh.
Can you imagine how much more fucked up? Yeah, blood red. Oh, that'd be metal as fuck. Make wood blood red. Yeah, fuck. That's my answer. Fuck everyone
That'd be
else.
cool.
That'd be the shit.
Mine would just fuck with people. Cause like I want it to where like I change it right now and nothing changed in the past. It's just right now. And everyone's like, yo.
Yeah.
I know we call that an orange because it was orange. But it ain't orange.
It's
Why do we
purple.
call that orange?
Yeah.
Like, and everyone would go crazy.
The
except
answer would
for me.
probably end up having to be like the guy who found it was his last name was something. It was like douche orange.
Or the original orange back in the 1700s before colonists brought it over to America
They
was a
wanted
bright
to-
orange, and it was actually pear-shaped and
So
had
they changed the name of the
17,000
target.
seeds like bananas.
Yeah.
The food's here.
No. Oh, it is.
Do we got to cut it? Toss.
Well, I don't know if you want these now.
No, we can wait.
we can wait.
We'll
Set them on my package from my
yeah,
daddy.
we got
Thank you,
thank
buddy.
you,
I love
sir.
you.
Unless it's Dagwood, so I don't know if...
that's mine. That's
God?
Melissa.
Oh, I don't know.
Yep.
I parked in the driveway, so...
Oh, okay, that's fine. But
Thank you, Kyle. I love you.
Thank you.
That's our God right there.
Yeah,
We got us
it's food.
Oof.
Fucking food. But
I would change
yeah,
the color
I think
of his hoodie.
I am fucking starving.
I'm
so
starving,
I
man.
think with that on the topic, wood should be blood red because fuck everyone else, and that'd be metal as shit.
Yep.
Oranges should be purple because why not?
Yep.
And
Also, what are some weird conspiracies you believe in?
Yeah,
or
leave it
weird
in the
religious
comments.
theories that you have, or who do you think God is? Or
no,
goddess.
just what conspiracy? Yeah, what's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Some crazy.
Leave it in the comments.
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe, and shit like that.
Also,
Follow us.
subscriber that we find beautiful today. Who are we picking?
John.
John. You're gorgeous. John.
Yeah, John Johnson.
John Johnson.
That's his name, John Johnson. He's my coworker.
Oh, okay.
He's
I was
a,
thinking John.
sick dude.
From Crowfoot, but yeah, John Johnson. You're beautiful. I've never seen you, but I'm sure you have some really nice arms.
He does. Sexy man.
I'd like to touch them one day.
Sexy John. Ah, John.
He's gonna cut that.
He's
down
gonna
and
look
make
at
it
me
his
now and be
ringtone.
like, "What the fuck?" And I'm gonna just start giggling when he looks at me and tells me about it. But with that, that's the podcast. Thank you guys. Have a good week. See you next time.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.